Back in 1998, Nintendo released the Game Boy Color, and while it was only in service for about 5 years, combined with the original Game Boy, they actually sold over 100 million of these. Now, while of course this is a little bit outdated today, Nintendo actually had a big impact on the handheld gaming market, going on to release the Nintendo DS, which sold 93 million worldwide. Anyway, enough of the facts. Why are we focusing on the Game Boy Color for this video? To keep it short, I actually do have an original Game Boy, and since obviously it is now outdated today, I found that you can actually upgrade the screen in it, meaning you can actually put a backlight behind it so you can play it in low light situations. And as I started to look around more, I actually also saw that there was an upgraded screen you can get for your Game Boy Color. And that is of course going to require me taking apart my Game Boy, so let's go over to the workbench, let's get started. Inside this box is basically everything we need to upgrade our system, so let's unbox it. A little QR code with the installation guide. There's that if you want to follow along with me. And here's everything we need. Now first, obviously, before I can just start, I'm completely unboxing this, we have to open my Game Boy. So obviously, first things first, we're going to have to disassemble it. Luckily, I have my iFixit Pro Tech toolkit, even though I'm not actually fixing anything. It's just super nice and convenient. Game Boy has some security screws, kind of hard to see, but there are some security screws, basically meaning there are tri-wing screw tips, which luckily iFixit has. You know, it might be a good idea. Taking out the batteries. That's a wonderful idea if I've ever had one. There we go. There you have it. There is the insides of a Game Boy Color. I don't think the dust is supposed to be there. Oh man, there's big ones. There we go. Then we got 3 more holding down the board, which we will also have to remove. Luckily, these are regular Phillips heads. And then there's little things I gotta pry up. And then this can come out. There it comes. And all that's holding this in is just a little glue, so you gotta pry that away. And after that, it'll be out. If I can get my thing under it. There it comes. There it is, an original Game Boy Color screen. And now here comes the fun part. I have to modify this case a little bit. Let's see if it'll focus. There we go. I have to modify this case so that it has room for the new screen. Let's get on it. Okay, so we finally trimmed down the board, and I'm not sure if it's gonna work, but we'll try it because I've been going at it for a while, and I'm just hoping it works now because I don't want to do more work and find out it works anyway. So we'll move on to the next step, which is actually not even the screen. I actually did get something else, which is this. I got a new speaker because mine sucks, so we're adding a new one, which I believe involves desoldering that one. So let's get to that. Get that heating up. Little disclaimer, I haven't soldered in probably 2-3 years, so we'll see how this one goes. But yeah, let's warm it up, so I'll let it do that. Oh, cool. That was easy. Alright. Now let's try. Okay. Yeah, I think that's it. Cool, now I can do the other side. Ah, that burns. Before you ask, yes, I did get the speaker on and it worked fine. But as the reason why we're in this time-lapse / voiceover mode, I just wanted to tell you what's been going on. So obviously, yes, I did get the speaker on, but obviously because the main purpose of this video was the screen, I had some problems with it. Not with the screen itself, but mainly just reassembling. The buttons just weren't sitting right, and I probably disassembled and reassembled that Game Boy probably like 10 times within the span of that day, and there's obviously tons more off camera. So what would happen is I would change something, put it back together enough to test it, and then see if the buttons would work, and if that didn't work, I would just take it back apart and change something else. What I didn't realize is the D-pad actually went in a certain way, and while I didn't get video of that, you can hear me say that the D-pad was definitely having some trouble. Anyway, long story short, somewhere along the line of me disassembling and reassembling this Game Boy, the screen cracked. So that's basically where it's at right now. Let's see if all the buttons work. That works. That's a little hard time. Let's see if my D-pad's having a little bit of a hard time. Let's see if maybe, hopefully because these screws aren't in yet, but we'll see. Alright, and we're back. It's been a couple of days, I'd say probably a little over a week, and I finally got the replacement parts along with a couple other things I'll show you here in a second. So I did put back together the Game Boy, and it does work and turn on. It might be hard to see. Yeah. So yeah, I've just put back the original screen. I'm happy it actually still works. Oh! This is cool. So I haven't mentioned this yet, but RetroModding is kind of like the website and brand that does this. They have a whole bunch of stuff, obviously not just for the Game Boy Color. They have stuff for the NES, or not the NES, the original Game Boy, the Game Boy SP and Advance, and obviously the Game Boy Color. And this is a holographic sticker. I might put that somewhere. I'm not sure where, but it's cool. Thanks for the free sticker, RetroModding. And this is some weird packing stuff. It's like paper cardboard. I've never seen this stuff. First of all, I got a new screwdriver set. I know I have tons of these already, but I thought this was really cool. And yeah, I'll get to that later. The extra thing I got was this. This is a replacement screen for this, because this is just plastic. This is actually glass. And when I was modifying the case, I scratched the inside of this, so it has scratches on it, so I'm going to replace it with this new glass one. Now, RetroModding, the website that I got this screen and kit for, also does replacement glass borders, I guess, or bezels. But as far as I could tell from the pictures, it doesn't say Game Boy Color on it, and I wanted one that said Game Boy Color on it. So that's where I got this one from. Was Amazon, actually. And it looks like it has some stickers. Anyway, we'll get to that later. Right now we're focusing on the screen. Hey, look, another time-lapse / voiceover thing. Anyway, so after the screen cracked, I obviously bought a new screen, and that didn't immediately solve my problem. Here was the problem I was still having. So I thought it was the ribbon cable, because there's really actually only two main parts of this mod, one being the screen and the other being the ribbon cable. So because I just got a new screen and thought it worked, I bought a new ribbon cable. I put it in the Game Boy and it still didn't work. And after that I was, of course, really confused. But the problem was actually the same thing, of how the screen would turn on, but like the backlight wouldn't turn on. Because customer support is customer support for a reason. I'm sure they see all kinds of problems, and I don't know, maybe I'm not the first one. So I guess they knew the problem was the screen, so they sent me a new one. Now, finally back to the video. No, I gotta get a Tetris with this. I'm counting it even though this is kind of bad, but I did it. Let's put in the rest of the screws and see if it works then. Okay, putting that back for good luck. Oh, it's finally done. Well guys, finally, after way too long and way too many mess ups, I finally got a modded Game Boy Color with its own backlight, and the screen looks way better, and you know, I'm not sure if it was worth the extra time and money I spent on this, but you know what, I'm not going to think about that, because I have a Game Boy here, modded Game Boy. I also want to thank RetroModding. I think I said it earlier in the video, but RetroModding is like the people that make mods for the Game Boy and a whole bunch of other systems. But their support team is amazing. I talked to them probably like 4 or 5 times in total, and it was just like a chain of emails for each. And you know, they were very patient with me. I'm sure they probably thought I was an idiot because I cracked my own screen. They also sent me some stickers. They sent me a sticker with each order thing that I got, and I don't know where I'm going to put them yet. Probably one in my toolbox. Now, don't take my experience as something that should happen. I also looked up tons of other videos for this exact same mod, and those videos, you know, said, you know, maybe 15 minutes to do, and it's super easy, but I just didn't do enough research on how the Game Boy was taken apart and put back together, because this is the first time I took apart this Game Boy, so I just didn't know how it worked. So that's basically how it happened, is how I cracked my screen, because I didn't know how it went back together. But now that I know, it's great, and I will know to do my research, more research, for the next time I take apart some product that I haven't taken apart before. Or just, you know, be more careful and pay more attention. Anyway guys, that's about it. Thanks for coming on this roller coaster with me. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. See you later.